New here at 9, a bill making its way through the state legislature could mean big changes for one local sheriff's department.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk with why one state senator is trying to break up the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Mike?
Yeah, and I can tell you that Sheriff Chad Bianco is not happy about it. We'll get to his statement in a moment. But we're talking about SB 1379 that would force the Riverside County Board of Supervisors to separate the Riverside County Sheriff's Office from the Riverside County Coroner's Office. Right now, they are both one position held by Sheriff Chad Bianco. I want to show you some video. This is a case we told you about in 2020. Our Jasmine Veal did of an in-custody death inside the Riverside County Jail. This is one of many cases that has drawn attention to a state senator who is trying to push this change. Now, according to this bill, Riverside County has about 6% of the state's population, but has 10% of the state's in-custody deaths. And there is concern from at least this state senator and a couple of others that some of these investigations that are being done on these in-custody deaths are not being carried out properly because the office is combined into one agency, the sheriff and the coroner. So what this bill would do is force the separation of the sheriff and the coroner to create an independent medical examiner office. That's what we have in Los Angeles County. That's what they have in Ventura County. And that's what this would do. And besides forcing the separation, it would also force instances like this, these in-custody deaths, to be publicly reported online within a 72-hour time period with a bunch of preliminary information. And it would really greatly increase the transparency of these in-custody deaths. Not to mention, you would have an independent agency investigating them. Sheriff Bianco, not on board. I'll show you the statement here. The sheriff says only activists and politicians with agendas think it's a good idea to separate the two offices. The fact that a bill would make it through the Senate that could change legislation by singling out a county based on emotionally charged, embellished, and sometimes made up allegations highlights exactly what is wrong with California politics and one-party rule. The sheriff went on to say they combined the two agencies back in 1999. He believes it should stay that way. His office told us they believe that 600 jobs could be lost as a result of this. However, the bill very specifically carves out provisions requiring that the people that currently work for the coroner be directly transferred over to the medical examiners. They do not believe that any jobs would be lost, but there is about $1 million price tag to the county on making this done if it gets through the state legislature.
Thank you, Mike.